and Team Caliber ready to start the game. It's going to be uplink.
I'm mad.
Yeah, he doesn't have the hover ability.
He may use it in hardpoint. Who knows? He's actually decided to go with Cloak for this one, and he's going to pick up the first kill. Meanwhile, someone from TK has the satellite drone in hand. It's going to be Theory. He's also popped his overclock as well. That's going to be deplenished now, but he is in a position from back here to potentially go for the throw, but not going to happen as good base defense comes out from Epsilon.
And Jared with the satellite drone going to be making up some lost time here on the right side of the map. And
what is Jared? Tell me he isn't just using his knife.
No. Okay.
Whew, I was going to say, because we've seen Jared use some pretty interesting custom class setups. He's been one that has been experimenting a little bit more so than most. But
yes,
it might be nice to see him actually use something serious and see just how talented he could be.
Yep, stun grenades coming out from Theory. So Theory rocking 2 tactical grenades here, 2 stun grenades coming out from him. And now you see Sharp with the satellite drone. And he says, nope, there's dudes in there. I'm going to cut over here and throw that drone up so I can use my gun. So whenever you have the satellite drone here, of course, you cannot use your weapon. So you can maybe just throw the drone out when you perceive you're about to be in a gunfight. Maybe push it up, progress it up the map a little bit. Very good strategy out of the Team Caliber guys. But right now, Tommy with the drone in his hand.
He nearly managed to completely out-juke someone, but did go down. That was an unfortunate play there from Tommy Gunjar in a position to try and get the first points in the game. Not going to happen if you're new in the stream or especially new here at Gamescom and our live audience. Uplink, the brand new game type as Theory scores for 2. And you sat here wondering, how does this work? Well, each team has a home portal. There is a neutral satellite drone, also sometimes referred to wrongly by us, of course, as the ball, but sometimes it's just what we say, sadly. But if you do actually throw that in, you're going to win yourself 1 point. If you run it in, you are going to get yourself 2.
Yep, and now Swanee going for that satellite drone right now. He picks it up, he goes down, so does his teammate right behind him. That's 3 players down now for Epsilon. Now you see Neslo going in as well for Team Caliber. So it's just an all-out brawl for the drone in the middle of the map. But now Theory making some good progress here. He's going to go for the 2-pointer, but he can't make it happen. He falls just a little short, and that's going to be Epsilon with control.
Epsilon pick up the ball and immediately try and put some yardage down on it towards the opposition base. Tommy with 1. Can he find the second? He is going to be in there very tucked up. He does get it. Nice little dash to the side, and Epsilon in a good position to try and get a capture here. Jerd goes for the throw. Nicely played. And in case you're wondering, we should actually mention Jerd, of course, using color line assist. So it's nice to have that in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That's why his screen sometimes looks a little purple. It is, of course, the game that is color line assist. He needs to play with it.
Our producer just made the best comment ever.
What did he say?
Larry Jerd.
Larry,
like Larry Bird, you're British.
Larry.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
All right, good. This wasn't that funny for you?
No.
I think all the laughs in the world that you have are
they're
gone.
gone. I'm not going to be able to laugh for the rest of the week.
All right, so we're back in, and that's 1 point on the board there for Epsilon, and they need 1 more to draw this one up. And Tommy here on the outside, he's going to get double jumped on right there by one of the members of Team Caliber, and Swanee now picking up another kill. And you see the yellow supply drop pop up there, and let's talk about that for a second. Yeah,
the supply drop, brand new feature in Advanced Warfare, of course. You can get yourself a wide variety of things, but I actually want to go back to Swanee really fast because he was, look how close he is, 130 points away from the UAV. He's going to get it, and you can see that tick at the very top of the UAV, that third little arrow to the right-hand side. That means he's customized and modified the UAV. Did Swanee get it? I think he did. He gets the UAV.
He did. So this is a maxed out UAV.
Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to give them all sorts of help. You can see them always going to be on that mini-map.
Yep. So this UAV essentially is going to be a longer UAV, I believe. It's going to tell you exactly where the players are looking from the enemy team, and they're lit up longer with this UAV. So it's essentially like it's almost like a Blackbird, but yeah, here we go.
He's also halfway. Well, as I said, that he does go down. In fact, no, he is still halfway. Oh, has he put support on it? He has. That's what he's done. Swanee's actually running support, so that points are going to carry through death, and we haven't seen anyone actually use that here at Gamescom. So Swanee really thinking outside the box, recognizing how much of a fast-paced game type Uplink is. He said, well, I may as well try and carry through a support streak rather than a score streak normally.
Yes, yeah. So how do you actually activate that, Benson?
That's just the score streak modifier. So when you actually create your pick 13 class and you create your score streaks within that, you can actually select any individual score streak and modify. There's up to 3, sometimes 4 modifications on each score streak.
Right, but specifically, how does he carry the points through death towards the score streak? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, as in if you get a kill, it's like how it used to be in Modern Warfare 3, the support streaks. How you could pick a UAV and you'd say you get 50 points for a kill and you die, you still have that 50 point towards the UAV.
Yes, I mean, I understand that, but what causes that to happen here? Because typically, if you were to die in the game, then your score streak would just reset, even with the UAV.
So that's the support. That's the modification on the...
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was confused. I was like, what?
Yeah, so that's the modifier.
Yeah, it's the modifier on the score streak.
And how much score does that add? Do you know?
I think it's 300.
Yes, that's hefty.
I want to say it's a bit of a cost. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll be able to see when we look at Swanee's screen at the start of the second side. But it is a hefty...
That makes sense. 300 extra score to carry through death.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's hefty. You have to try and make that decision, obviously.
Yeah, no. But I think that's a fair price for that kind of ability.
Yeah, I would say
to be able to run that UAV.
And Tommy, he is running the Goliath score streak. He's actually got a couple here at Gamescom. But meanwhile, the score, actually 5-3 in favor of Team Caliber. Theory with the drone in hand. He's looking at maybe hit one from downtown. Not going to happen. He gets shut down. And Epsilon retrieves the drone. This time it's Josh. He's actually already used Stim, so he doesn't have that available. He could go for one from long range. Oh, well, he gets it. Nicely played. I thought for a minute there he missed, but he does connect, turns, and goes down. But now the game, 1 point in it, Astro.
Yep, Neslo is going to pop that cloak. Now you see it. And as soon as you fire your weapon, that cloak is going to disable. And there you see Neslo getting taken out because of that. So Neslo picking up one. And I want to actually talk about what Jerd's screen right here. So Jerd, again, this is colorblind assist that he's using. So that is a feature that's back in Advanced Warfare 2. We mentioned it, I think, yesterday. If you have any kind of disability where you're colorblind, this is a very nice feature for players who are colorblind to use because they can actually tell the colors in the game, and a lot of these colors are very intensive to what you need to be doing in Advanced Warfare.
Completely agree. It's a very beautiful game to look at. All tied up though here, Astro. 6 points apiece between our two teams, Epsilon and of course Team Caliber. Jerd has picked up the drone one more time. He's very weak on armor though now. As we mentioned before, you can choose to throw the ball away and then pick it back up, and you will get full armor back again. He did also have Stim, but decided not to use it. Neslo on the defensive plays.
Well, here comes the downtown toss.
Yeah, no way.
That was just too much.
Yeah, Goon needs to maybe just practice a couple of those long throws. Certainly isn't Tom Brady just yet, but has the Stim available to pop. He's going to wait for his health to manually regen that ball. Or drone has reset manually though. Automatically I should say. So he's back to his original sniper point, and Tommy just picked that up and he said, all right, see you later. Overclock pops, throws it in, gets the DDoS medal, and Epsilon 7-6 in the lead.
Yeah, nice toss there by Tommy. Great aggressive movements. He's got overclock on, and there you see Theory has it as well for Team Caliber. And look at the jukes. Oh man, almost managed to get around the corner, but just didn't make it. And now you see Swanee with
once again,
the drone in hand.
Has the UAV as well.
Yep. And so there's
700 points. That's the cost. So it is 300 points extra.
Yeah, that's a very strong UAV too. You can see on the minimap that you can kind of see the direction of the players where they're aiming. There's kind of attaches this little mini arrow on their on that each player on the minimap, so you can kind of see which direction they're facing. And now you see that all those players are dead. Epsilon mops them up, and here we go. Josh moving the drone next through the middle area of the map, and that's going to be big confrontation again.
Siren is going. That's going to symbolize, of course, the tidal wave, and you get to see it perfectly there from Neslo's perspective, and that is going to affect your aim as well. It's worth mentioning, not necessarily as in the game, but if you see that and you start looking at it and you're trying to aim at someone who's in front of it, could potentially get a little bit wobbly, as we saw there with Neslo.
Yeah, and let's just talk a little bit more about the tidal wave that comes in there. It only hits the beach on that side of the map, or kind of the lower area, that part of the map. You can see where it's kind of washing out right now. If you're in this area when that comes in, you will be taken out. It will be a death. Yeah, you will die. It happened to me. I wasn't really very happy about it, put it that way. But Epsilon building themselves a 3-point lead now. With a minute and a half still to go. TK trying to hang on. Overclock's been used by Tommy, and you see just how quick that makes him when you combine it with the dashes and the boost. Nicely played from Tommy. Another 2 points go in, and this lead really starting to build now for Team Epsilon. Yep, now you see Goonjar here for TK. He's going to be pushing down through where this drone is about to reset to, and it does, in fact, reset. Goonjar trying to pick off any players from Epsilon, going for that, and he does manage to get one. Let's see if he can get a second. Yes, he does. And that drone has not been touched, and finally TK picks it up. Yeah, and you may note there, of course, Goonjar's minimap a little bit elongated. HD, that's the perk number 2 peripheral, as opposed to Neslo's, who's is kind of square, the classic kind of Black Ops 2 minimap, as opposed to the Call of Duty Ghost-esque, I guess is the best comparison of what Goonjar was running. That's for increased vision. And as well, no death markers. Neslo picks up the melee attack. Can he try and get the throw off? No, he can't. He goes down. But nice series of events there for him. But with 39 seconds left, he's going to pop his cloak, and this is pretty much game over. Yeah, and so TK is probably not going to come back into this one, but they do manage to put one in right there. That's 2 points. They do have 30 seconds left. I mean, it is doable, but very, very
they're going to need some serious teamwork.
Especially when Swanee's got that UAV he's about to throw up again. Tommy's just trying to throw that drone out as far as possible, and he does a pretty good job of doing that. TK does pick it up, but it looks like Josh is all over that player with the drone, and it doesn't look like TK is going to be able to put any more in. 10 seconds left on the scoreboard, and it looks like that's going to be it.
Oh, Theory trying to do one last attack. Doesn't matter. They all go down. And that is going to be Team Epsilon picking up the first game here of Uplink. Of course, we mentioned today here at Gamescom is all about the brand new game types in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. First one of which, of course, is Uplink. And what a game type it's been here at Gamescom, Astro. We've had so much fun commentating over it, so much fun watching, and the pros have had just a blast playing.
Skill that he has, because he was popping off shots and hitting them with that hover ability. But nope, doesn't have it on. Jerd, now he's going to have stim attached with his exo ability on that exo suit. And there you see Jerd picking up a nice shot right there with the IMR. And
it looks like this is going to be a super serious game.
He was shooting that really fast. I wonder if he has the rapid. Is there a rapid fire attachment you can put on that IMR?
I think there is actually.
He actually had that.
He may actually have decided to do that. Obviously, you see that plus icon coming up on the Swanee screen there. That means the opposition he was trying to shoot did pop their stim. It isn't, of course, Juggernaut, not a perk. It is the exo abilities of play. Dives onto that hard point up top. Jerd's going to clean him up once again. Another player. Jerd just on a rampage. Finally goes down. That was actually 5-kill spree. Jerd just went on. Josh has already popped his stim whilst on that hard point. He's going to stay alive. Turns, tries to go for the challenge, goes down. But Epsilon picking up a huge 30-point lead on that first hill.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Swanee's still going with that support class.
Yeah, he is.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, he does have that on. So I think that's actually been paying dividends off for Epsilon. But now we see Theory with...
okay, that was nasty.
Well, what is this that he is? It's an IMR with a thermal skin?
Yep.
Is that what this is?
And you see the... He's just trying to adjust for that recoil. There's actually a play to his left-hand side, and no one actually saw him there.
Yeah, nobody shot it. Nobody shot Theory from that side. He didn't shoot at that guy. Maybe they have a little bit of a truce going on.
Yeah. Please don't shoot at me. I won't shoot at you either, don't worry. Neslo, though, straight off spawn. Looking towards that left-hand side to pick up anyone that's trying to rotate around the back. He's actually going to change his class. What did he change his class to? He did that very, very quickly. That's the question. Tommy, though, stem available and used. He's actually throwing a subtext against the wall. Tommy! Oh, that was nearly a nightmare for him. I'm just looking over at the booth. He is laughing at himself there, recognizing just a little bit of fail. And it just shows pros, they're human too, Astro.
Yeah, absolutely. And here you're going to see Josh popping some shots off. He's inside the hard point with a teammate. And I was talking earlier about strategy. Like, how are you going to form the strategy for some of these hard points? That one on the roof is so tricky. It's very hard to get to. So do you take the risk of only putting one person in it? And if he gets taken out, now you're all vulnerable trying to get to it? Or do you stack 2 or 3 players in it and try to hold it down?
It's going to be very different than what we're used to seeing, put it that way.
Yeah.
Players are going to have to just try and find out what's best. But what was really interesting was, just how sort of the meta will develop over time when players get more and more used to the game and they start trying out different strategies, and more things get sort of changed within the game as time goes on. We're going to see players adapt very, very differently to all these hard points. Jerd on your screen once again. Both mentioning is use colorblind assist. That's back in the game, hence why his screen is a little bit more purple than everyone else's.
Oh my goodness.
The assist comes in. If he'd have picked up that kill, that would have been nasty. But he is on a rampage. And Jerd, as we mentioned earlier on, he spent a lot of the days showcasing really the game and the weapons, but now pure showcase of his individual skill.
Oh, he's going to be so good at this game, I can already tell.
Oh my lord, Jerd just staying alive, going for the pre-fire up, nobody home, pre-firing everything. Even though he has full control of the hill, there's no way anyone's going to be in the corner. He's just in that habit. He's in the zone right now.
He's definitely in the zone. When Jerd gets in the zone, you have to watch out. And he knows it too. He knows he's in the zone. He knows TK's already rotated too, so he didn't really have to focus a whole lot right there at the end. But there you go. A couple players here. One's behind him as well. And look at that.
Jerd!
That's unreal.
Oh, he was one shot. He was one shot, and he just turned around and gave him the business. He's going for the challenge on the hill as well. Misses the melee attack, and again, just showing you his pure confidence right now. Yep,
he missed the reload right there, but he couldn't just get it in time. He went out and got aggressive, went for that melee. Couldn't make it happen, but Jerd, with 14 kills on the board already, is making plays, and now you see Jerd again back on top with him. Epsilon 110 to about 50 points, so about 60 points is the difference right now, and that's probably a big contribution from Jerd making that happen.
Sharp dips back onto the hill there for TK, trying to pick up a little bit of scrap time. 15 seconds left. Player activating that stim, and that is going to help him stay alive there. Sharp goes down. So, next hard point rotation, you can already see on that mini-map. Sharp using peripherals, you can see those red pulsations. That is, of course, players from Epsilon using their exo abilities. And Swanee, what is he at here? That's interesting. I think that's actually from that supply drop that he got last game. What has he got? He's got reinforcement overcharge. So, not actually entirely sure what that is, to be honest with you, Hashtray, but it's got to be a good thing, that's for sure.
Oh, the overcharge, I think, is...
oh, that was nasty shot.
Oh, man. I wonder exactly what that does. You know, that's something... We're still discovering new things here in the game. We have no idea what some of the things are that come out of the drops in the care packages, the orbital care packages. I mean, it's really, really like a, I don't know, wide variety of stuff that comes out. So... You know, even the pros are like, "What's this?"
Yep.
You know,
I mean, we had it yesterday
with
Max. He was like, "I didn't know whether it was a good or bad thing."
Yeah.
He refused to call it a score streak. He was like, "Okay, well, normally score streaks are a good thing," as Golden Boy dubbed. But you know, he is right. Sometimes you don't know. As Swanee picks up that UAV once again. Of course, that is the support modification he has put on that, so the score will carry through death. As Theory on your screen, he was making his way down the left-hand side, but back over to Swanee, who is on the hill. UAV assists are going to help him towards another UAV, but more importantly, the hardpoint time. And if he is able to get any kills on here, that's going to boost him up significantly. As you can see, he's only 320 away from another UAV, and if he keeps this up, he is just going to constantly cycle through.
Yeah, and Swanee looking good right there. So Neslo on your screen now for Team Caliber. He's got the cloak.
I love that combination, the cloak smoke combination.
Yep.
Throw the smoke,
run through,
drop cloak. You're all good. Everything's going to be gravy for Neslo if he does that. But let's see if he actually is going to use it in a tactful way. Neslo, as we mentioned here, he's been thinking outside the box. There's the smoke, there's the cloak. He actually stops the cloak for a little bit. Just doesn't want to use all the battery. Now he's probably going to pop it when he recognizes that there's going to be space. In fact, there's one teammate picks up the second, but more than happy to just run towards the smoke grenade.
I feel like we have to call that Sploke?
Sploke? The Sploke strategy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Sploke? I can't even say that. But anyway. Yeah, I think that is going to be a good strategy. I mean, I was talking about this earlier. The cloak ability allows you to kind of, you know, go almost invisible, but it has some light that kind of reflects off of that cloak, so it's still easy to kind of see the player who is cloaked. But yeah, I think that smoke would definitely enhance it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a really smart play from Neslo. Just thinking about adapting, and then this was that sort of hill that you were talking about. And look at the way Epsilon have set up. One player on the hill, and a couple of players rotating around, and right now, it's working very, very nicely for them. You can see TK spawning way, way away from the hardpoint. Neslo just, well, that was disgusting.
I would love for him to put that hover class on. I really wanted to see him use it here.
Yep.
And we have about 3 minutes left, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
Now, unless Epsilon get to that point where it is mathematically impossible for them to win, then we may see him use it just as a little bit of fun at the very end of the game. But
I love the way Jerd is moving as well. I mean, he's using the exo movements just so magically. Like, you got to put it on him. Yep. I mean, it's like he just took to the game. He just knows how to play it already.
22 kills so far for him as well.
Yeah, that's huge.
Massive plays from Jerd. 3 minutes left. 100-point lead. And there you can see Cloak being deployed. That's obviously Neslo. Jerd, is he going to chase it? Where is he behind him? Outplayed Jerd. Neslo.
He was prone.
Nice mechanics there. And of course, Cloak being used very, very intelligently. You see how difficult it is to see. Swanee as well, 25 kills. And that UAV strategy he's running with support, very, very smart. Another UAV for him. And he's in such a vantage point there. We've seen a lot of players really sort of prioritize that position. They know it's very advantageous to be in when this hill does rotate. Tommy on the hill, he's dropped his stim. And to be honest, this is looking very good for Epsilon now.
No, I mean, it's looking very good for them. It's not looking very good for TK and Tommy doing some work as well. And they seem like they're taking it very seriously now. And we at least need to
he just missed
Neslo.
Neslo just destroyed him. Oh, Tommy didn't even see him.
Yeah, see, I wonder what it would be like if 4 players on the same team were running Cloak on a hard point.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'm curious. You know, we haven't seen something like that. There are going to be strategies upon strategies of players and teams using stuff like that, ways to throw the other team off. 4 players running Cloak in a hard point, you would never know where they're coming from. You know, I mean, it would be very hard to see where they're coming from.
4 smokes, 4 cloaks.
4 smokes.
4 smokes. Oh, that could be
It could be a thing.
Weapons available here at Gamescom.
Yeah, and then we're on board with Neslo from Team Caliber to kick this one off. And he is using stim now.
Interesting, he actually popped that very, very early. I'm surprised to see him drop there. You see,
well, the engagement's happening quickly, but not,
not that quickly.
Not that quickly.
Straight off spawn.
Well,
that's
Jerd.
Ambitious, but as you said, Jerd trying to help Tommy with the flagpole, but Tommy does go down, and TK should be able to clean out the base. Now try and push forward.
And we're on board with Theory now from Team Caliber. And Theory is usually that objective-based player. He's the player that's going to run the flags for his team in most scenarios, or at least try to play the objective as much as possible. And now you see Neslo picking up a kill right there. So Neslo now moving around. Tommy with, he's got the overclock exo ability popped right now, so he's moving pretty quick. And we saw this yesterday against Envy. Tommy loved to run the flag.
Tommy, also, his sort of mechanics of the exoskeleton, the way that he would sort of boost and dash at the same time, and time his double jumps perfectly to get that maximum amount of speed was very, very impressive. And it looks like we're going to see similar stuff from what we just saw from yesterday. Once again, here in this game of CTF, Neslo on your screen, he is going to be using Stim.
Well, no, Neslo here is going to be doing some work in the middle of the map. He hasn't really moved so much from around this area. So he's just trying to go for this middle map control, and he's rocking the IMR with the red dot attachment on it. That's something we've seen be very popular here. Trying to get some shots in there to the flag carrier from Epsilon, and Epsilon actually yanked that thing and just ran it across the map really quickly. It's going to be Jerd.
Jerd has overclock available, and he is using it as well. Goes for the jump over the top and slides in the first flag capture of the game.
Yeah, very nice play by Jerd right there. And this map is called Ascend. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is Capture the Flag on Ascend. This will be the last game we stream here from Gamescom, which is sad. But at the same time, we've had a great time showing the game off for all of you. And Jerd still rocking the colorblind assist as well. That option, great job by Sledgehammer Games bringing it back. Such a nice job by them to allow that for all the disabled gamers out there who have colorblind.
Our UAV is online.
Josh, on your screen.
Yes, that's what I meant. Colorblindness.
Colorblindness.
That's what I meant. I knew I missed part of that word.
Yeah, just kind of left it hanging in the air there.
Yeah, I did.
As you say, it is good to see colorblind assist back in Call of Duty. Gunjar, he's going to go down on that left-hand side. Stim being used by Theory. And, well, that was a pretty impressive flag cap. Just kind of jumped over everything and dropped down. And I believe he's also using the perk 2 peripheral as well. You can see that. Look at the top left of the screen. That minimap very elongated as opposed to Josh's, who is that sort of small square.
Yeah, let's get a comparison, if we can, of that again. If you go look at Theory's screen, you're going to see that he has this massive minimap. There it is. Oh,
yep.
There it is. So you see this large minimap. It's a much, much bigger minimap than everybody else's because it's a perk in the game now. You can actually elongate your minimap, like you said, with the perk peripherals.
And as well as that, it will get rid of death icons as well. So teams can no longer say, oh, on my X, on my death icon, you know, those callouts are pretty, you know, they become non-existent because they were like, well, I don't see your death icon because guess what? The opposition player was using peripherals.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine how sneaky that could be with, let's say, a suppressor, you know, silenced weapon, and let's say search and destroy, or, you know, even in any other game mode. It's just, it could be brutal, even team deathmatch, something like that, where a player's running around with a suppressor, you don't see the death icon of your teammate, you have no idea where they are, add in the cloak ability, I mean, it could just get really messy.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. Look at you, Astro, giving everyone out there pro tips when the game does launch, obviously, come November. But for now, we are locked down in a game of CTF, very close here between Epsilon and TK. Tommy, back of his base, actually playing very, very passively, and that's exactly why I anticipated the play to jump right through, and guess what? Tommy's just received a supply drop.
Yep, maybe weapon there, might be a piece of gear for your character. Over 1 billion combinations for the gear that's going to be pushed out on launch of Advanced Warfare 2. So 1 billion combinations to make you can make your character look like, and that's amazing from the team over there at Sledgehammer. And not only that, you can get rare weapon drops, loot drops that will give you weapons that have modifiers on them. So you can have an IMR. Let's say an IMR assault rifle that has plus damage on it and minus range, or plus damage and minus mobility, and you can, you know,
modify,
cater your assault rifle to the way you want to play it, right? Your IMR could be completely different than somebody else's IMR.
And there's so many different permutations as well. You know, we speak to the guys over at Sledgehammer Games, and they were saying how there's just so much variation and customization available in Advanced Warfare that come launch date, everyone really is in for a massive, massive treat. However, 2-1 in favor of TK back in the game. Jerd is trying to make a flag pull here, straight down the middle of the map. A tad ambitious, but he was trying to maybe just juke him out a little bit. Half is over, and then you see Epsilon on your screen. It's going to be maybe talking about how to adapt now in that second half.
And there's your round and you kill cam there. That's going to be Sharp from Team Caliber, I believe. Well, I'm not exactly sure who picked that one up, but I think it was Sharp.
Yep, Sharp there on your screen. Second from the left-hand side. Big smile on his face. He's having a lot of fun out here in Cologne. And now let's dive straight into the second side. And we're going to be...
Who won that first side? Okay.
No, TK.
That's okay. So it might have been, it was probably Sharp then.
Yeah. Jerd. It's going to be on your screen now. as he makes his way down the right-hand side, plays to his left-hand side, free fires, and actually does get shut down. That's a rare lack of accuracy there from Jed, especially considering he knew he was there.
Yeah, now Sharp's just going for the safe shots here, but oh, he still almost gets turned on. I said, yeah, it was supposed to be safe. He was just chasing that player for a little while, making sure he didn't get turned on, but he almost got turned on anyway. And now Sharp, hard skipping around the corner here, taking it real serious. He wants to get this flag from the Epsilon base out as quickly as he can. Let's see if he actually goes to the move. They hear that boost jumping. It's definitely something that's audible, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. You can hear that. The player is close to you, and as well as that, you have to remember, if you do use that, a little red ping will appear on the enemy's minimap, and if they're using peripherals, they're going to see that nice and clearly. However, Sharp has done such a good job of pulling this flag. His teammates have tracked back, but they've missed one player. However, he immediately does get shut down. Flag is ready to be returned. Sharp's going to get extra score for that to go towards his Goliath, now just 350 points away.
Oh, that is actually fairly close. He's over halfway through to this Goliath, picking up another kill right there. So he is now
6 kills away.
Yep, 6 kills away from it, but he could also grab that flag. Oh, that's a big stop right there for Sharp. If he actually gets
Tommy just ran away. Tommy popped overclock and he was just like, see you later. And Sharp shot from behind, and Tommy has just done such a good job. Look at the evasive maneuvers. He's going to get the flag as well. Fantastic pull from Tommy, and that is going to tie up the game.
Yeah, and if Sharp would have managed to get that kill, the flag carry kill, plus that return, he would have been only maybe 50 points away. Yeah.
But Tommy using overclock so well and managed to just dash from left to right. Really caused Sharp some issues there, and as soon as Sharp had blinked, Tommy was pretty much mid-map with that flag, so it just shows you the benefits of the exoskeleton and how you can use it to your advantage. But now with no overclock, Tommy's just going to have to rely on his boosts and dashes, but sadly, he's down once again.
And now Neslo getting that return for Team Caliber, and he's going to be pushing in to...
nasty kill.
Yeah, he actually doesn't make it through there, but Theory pick up UAV here. Yeah, he did, and he also has an orbital care package that he's working on as well.
Now, though, as he has the flag, he's going to have to play very passively. UAV has been called in, so he's going to have some sort of insight now as to roughly where those players are going to be pushing him from. Obviously, TK's flag has been pulled as well, so with 2.5 minutes, we're in a good old standoff. One flag apiece, and Sharp's going to be calling Theory to try and stay alive, but Theory hasn't been able to do that. Tommy with the flag now. I believe it was Sharp who was pushed up. He's the only player in the position. I think he's actually had to counter-pull the flag away, so Tommy now trying to chase that flag. He goes for the challenge, and Tommy's going to say thank you very much. No idea what you were thinking.
Yeah, Sharp just hung around. I think he might have thought Tommy was alone right there and tried to go for the heads-up gunfight, flag on flag, and didn't realize that Epsilon was kind of rolling as a team to make sure they secured that flag capture, and they managed to do that. And now you see Tommy pushing up the middle of the map. He's going for more blood on that flag.
Tommy straight down the middle. Overclock has been used, though, so he's not going to be able to be super fast if he does go for a flag pull, but one more flag, and that will, of course, end the second side and take it to overtime, which everyone's going to be happy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Everyone's going to be happy to hear. Overtime stopwatch rules are back from Black Ops 2.
Yep, now you have 3. Oh, I just saw somebody with cloak, I think, run right by Theory. I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but if my old eyes were working, that's what happened. Smoke grenade here coming out of Theory.
I like that.
Smoking up the choke points there in the middle of the map, maybe trying to like grab that flag and run through the smoke, but it doesn't matter. He gets met by an Epsilon player there right on their flag base, and Swanee now going for that flag pull.
And it's worth mentioning some of the old moves, like the drop shot, which we just saw there, completely still viable in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. If you want to go for it, you can.
All of the mechanics from the old Call of Duties are still available.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, they kind of added a lot more to it.
Yeah, you can still knee slide like that, but it's more of like a boost knee slide. Kinda, yeah, you can drop shot. You can still sprint.
Jump shot.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to just do a single jump shot, you're more than likely to do that, but a double jump shot now will probably become the new thing in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and maybe a double jump, hover, backslide, 360, let's go. Challenge accepted.
Oh man, I can't wait to just watch YouTube videos from around the world when the game comes out, because
it's going to be insane.
There are going to be some plays that get made. Like I said it before, there are going to be plays that get made in this game that are going to blow all of our minds.
Yeah, fantastic play actually, coming from someone from TK. I'm not sure who it was, but the flag has been returned, and Epsilon are going to slide that one in, and that means we're going to go to overtime. And what a fitting way to end our time here at Gamescom Hastro. Good old-fashioned CTF stopwatch rules applying. And Hastro, why don't you explain to anyone that may be new to the Call of Duty franchise how stopwatch works?
Sure, it's a very fair way of determining a winner when the game goes to overtime here in Capture the Flag, and this is the same way it will work in Uplink as well.
Yes, good point.
So the way this works is you start the game, both teams have their original spawns, and there's a 5-minute half. okay? But if a team captures a flag, the game ends, automatically restarts, switches spawns, and the other team has the same amount of time to capture the flag from the same side. So it's very, very fair. You get the same opportunity to capture a flag from the same spawn as the other team did, and the amount of time that the team that capped did it. So let's say TK captures a flag in 1 minute and 30 seconds here, then Epsilon will switch to the same spawn TK had, and they'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds exactly to match it.
So speaking of TK, we're on board with Theory, and that's smart. He's let two plates actually run straight past him. Now he's going to have to call those out. But two of his team have gone down. Now Theory, because of that, is not going to pull the flag. Smart play, waits for them to come off spawn, and you see this one relatively close. So now Theory can actually pull the flag. There's a player, I'm sure he just ran straight past someone, but he's popped his stem and managed to actually just completely out-juke player mid-map, though. Does go down. That flag should surely be returned. You see in the kill cam, player just turn around and say, "You're running right down the middle of the map. What are you doing, Theory?" No idea.
That flag has not been returned yet,
I'm surprised about that.
There's a big gun battle going down over that flag right now, and it is still there, and TK actually looks like they might manage to pick this one up. It's still going on. This is a big fight. Swanee actually is going for that return, and finally he gets it, but those TK players were wrapping back around for it.
Yeah, you saw a couple of players spawning over on that far right-hand side. Trying to go around the flank there, is now on board with Josh from Team Epsilon, turns around, picks up a nice kill. Flag has been pulled by the opposition now, and also by Jerd. So Jerd making his way down this right-hand side, has already used Overclock this life, and he's going to actually try and change lane there. I thought he was going to go for the challenge, but his teammate's saying, "Don't worry, I've got this, Jerd."
Ooh, nice spot right there.
Ooh, it was. Jerd's down. Flag, has it been returned? No.
Yep, it has.
Oh, it has been returned. So, Theory for the cap, no. Hold once again.
Oh, and he popped a stem right there. This could be a cap for TK, and yes, it is. That is going to be a capture, and let's see how much time they're going to have.
1 minute 55.
Yep.
So, not the most amount of time we've ever seen, but still easily doable. We saw how many times flags have been pulled.
That's a decent amount of time.
Yeah, they should at least have a couple of pulls. So, look for TK now to have to make some good defensive stops against Team Epsilon. They look calm and composed as ever in the booth here at Gamescom. But who knows? Anything could happen.
Yeah, something we should mention is they have these awesome couches in those booths, too.
They feel right. I saw a couple of referees lying down and relaxing, having a good time back there. Someone actually fell asleep yesterday.
Booth in esports.
I know, right? Well, Theory, we're going to be on board. We should really look at Epsilon's screen. I want to see someone from Epsilon, just because they are, of course, the team now that need to go for a flag cap. Let's have a look. Josh, he's popped stim. Now, he had a teammate towards that enemy flag, but he has actually gone down. So, Josh now furthest pushed Epsilon player. TK have pulled Epsilon's flag. Orbital care package at the ready, as well as a UAV for Theory. This is great news for him. Still has stim available as well.
Oh, Theory's going for the win.
Big trade, and of course, you know, in stopwatch, if Theory caps this, is going to be game, and his team have given him some fantastic cover. Theory should be able to just run this one home, but he gets stuck. Oh no, Theory! Oh no, that's a huge shot, but luckily his teammate is going to be there. Should be able to run it home, and nicely played from TK.